live on a Moon Day type energy. What's up, everybody? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger god, first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you ready to see when I post on my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. Now let's open up the comments. Just a heads up, I am waiting on maintenance to come and address something. So if they come, I'm gonna have to cut this off. Really? Yeah. Um, let's see here. What shall we start with? There's just one subject that keeps coming to mind. I've been up all night, up and down all night. And there's one thing that we're going to talk about. Really? Yeah. Give me a minute. Let me get some oracles together. Which ones? I went to grab these ones. Might as well. Something different. Which ones did you grab? The quantum. I'm going to use the quantum oracles, but probably the pagan guidebook. Really? Why? Because I can. I like to go the pagan way. Really? Yeah. But it'll help us to understand the energy on a planetary level. Really? Yeah. All right, while I get this ready, let's talk about a couple things. I posted some shit last night and about detachment and stuff, and then this morning I got a closing statement. What was the closing statement? I cannot maintain a healed lifestyle around unhealed people. And that's so absolute basic, but that's basically what it's taken me a long time to understand, or where I'm at currently. And it's the best way for me to answer all objectives going forward. Realistically, yeah, I try to explain that. I try to, I have to practice what I preach, and I usually am pretty good at that. But, with these particular factors, it's like I try to avoid going outside and getting triggered, because everything about the outside world triggers my inside world to where I have to face myself, right? That's fine and all, and I don't avoid that anymore, but there are particularly unhealed people that just keep me in a triggered state. And that's not healthy. That's not a healthy relationship. A person that brings up your negative qualities or makes you feel unsafe, brings you back to an unsafe feeling, that's not a good thing to start a relationship on. So in my journey, I've learned to embrace this through my twin flames. Your job is to make me face my unhealed ways through you and your unhealed ways. Realistically, yeah, your life is all bothersome, but I find compassion in it, because as looking at your life, it takes me to a place that I've long forgotten about my own life. And so I get healing by looking at you, but I'm dealing with a lot of unhealed people to do this. Basically, I go outside, and everything that I've ever tried to forget and run away from is standing outside of me. I've learned to embrace that, but I don't think you should make a relationship with something like that. Realistically, yeah. So I had said it last night, and that was my tower. But we call this on a Monday, we call this a purge, where whatever's left in you needs to come to the surface. And it came in such a beautiful way. Let me repeat it. I cannot maintain my healthy lifestyle around unhealthy people. Okay. And that's really what it is. It's like, I don't judge you because I was you, but being around you takes me back to a survival mode or an old place that I've outgrown and that I've healed. And I don't want to keep re-victimizing myself by just being in your unhealed energy. Really? Yeah. It's just like if you stop partying and you still have that friend that just, you don't want to lose the friend, but they're always partying. It just keeps putting you in a low vibration. It's the best way I can describe it. And that's what it is like being around a man like Bobby brings up nothing but all of my fears of men. I can be doing wonderful. And then here comes an unhealed man, and it teaches me to look at my unhealed ways, but I don't want to be around someone that just always brings out the worst in me. I avoid Russ, I used to. It's like I don't look at him unless God makes me. And I know that the only reason he's making me is to push me into healing. Whatever that man is going to do is going to irritate my fucking being. Really? Yeah, you are I don't want to put him down. And that's what it is. You're just living your life. And I was like you, just living my life unaware to, you know what I mean, my behaviors. And I was so unaware that when I was in that place like you are now, I didn't learn my lesson. But through you, I can learn a real strong lesson and try to give it to you, but you're not in that place just like I wasn't. Really? No, it's just mirrors of myself throughout time. So, like going back to Morgan, I'm getting closer to where I'm going to have to tell this girl something as to why I don't want to be in her energy and I don't want her in my energy. And there's a billion fucking reasons. And that goes back to Bobby. There's a billion fucking reasons. And it's not that I don't love you. And it's not that I don't care about you and that you weren't, you know what I mean, someone that I wanted to be around. But I have to look at what it's doing to me to be around someone like you. Really? Yeah, that's what came to me all this morning was purging. I've been doing that off and on since 2 o'clock this fucking morning. Seriously, I don't know. The whole family was up by fucking 6 o'clock. My son doesn't typically wake up till 7:30. My daughter doesn't wake up till 6:30, but we were all up. I had already bathed and been up since, I don't know, 5 or some shit. Really? Yeah, it was an early bird special, if you will. And that's just what I got out of it. It's just like, I don't have a chance around you guys. You're always going to, certain people are always going to bring down my vibration to where I have to sink to your level in order to just get along with you, to maintain a conversation. But in doing so, I'm sinking. I'm holding myself back from, you know what I mean? I'm sinking. Really? Mm-hmm. So that's what God helped me to realize, and I hope that you can use my lesson for your own self-realization journey. We are still on that journey. So, all right, God, where are we at? Current energy. The Three of Wands. They keep talking about community, but I think at this particular moment, what's being highlighted is the people we gravitate to out of comfort, and now they're no longer comfortable. If you ask me why, it's always like we go back to the familiar faces, familiar places. I think that's what's really being highlighted in the last couple of weeks because we've been talking about community and trying to make, and that's really what it is like I put myself, the first journey, the first start of the week was, we're closing up the month and shit. And it's like the first one was, going out and putting myself back into, that kind of community, but still being me. And I had a good time doing it because I isolated to just me, right? I was just me where I went. And so we kind of worked on that and stuff. And the next thing I know, here comes Morgan. And I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity to, get back into friendship. But then I realized, I always blame myself. It's always my fault that friendships don't work out. And there is for good reason. I take ownership over this, but this is my healing journey. I'm in a sense of recovery, and your lifestyle conflicts with my healing journey because you're not a healed person. That's very hurtful, but I've worked this every other way to try to say this. How can you say such things to a person? I mean, we have to break it down to it. I'm not going to tell you everything about your lifestyle that brings me down. I'm just going to tell you the whole truth. The way you live your life conflicts with the way that I live my life. I can't have a healthy lifestyle with an unhealthy friend, companion, coworker, whatever that is. Right? Now, another thing that came to me that I posted, I'm not going to allow people to take out their life on me. People come to me from all different places to talk about their fucking life. All right, you want to take your life out on me? Fine. And then I give them the truth. And they don't fucking like it. And then they take it out on me. You've come to take out your whole life on me no matter what I say or do. Realistically, that's what you've come to do. And people come to me, and that was another thing I posted. You want me to give you answers to make your unhappy life happy. And I tell you what's making you unhappy, and you don't like it. That's the answer, right? You want me to tell you how to be happy. I'm telling you what's not making you happy and to change it. and you think that it's bringing something in. No, it's getting rid of something. That'll make you happy. If this doesn't make you happy and you get rid of it, you'll be happy. This is Dr. Phil shit. This is so simple. Like, I could make a talk show about this and talk about it all day long. I'm tired of talking about it. Realistically, you come to me in your unhappiness. It's not something that's being done outside of you. It's your own life. And I tell you to walk away from it. And you don't like that answer. You want something else to come in and make you and your unhappy life happy. No, get out of the unhappy life and you'll be happy. Ta-da! Really? Yeah. Morgan's taken out her unhappy life on me. B, I love you, bro. I know you're watching me, but when you sit with me, you're taking out your unhappy life on me, dude. You're taking out your problems and shit. We get together, but ultimately it'll come to that quiet space of where your shit is getting on you and you pour it on me. And they say that's what friends are supposed to be about, but what do I pour on anybody? Love, inspiration, joy. I don't pour shit on you. The truth, maybe an attitude. I raise my voice. Realistically, yeah. People are always taking their life out on me. I have nothing to do with your life. You come to me and ask me how to have a better life because you see I have a good life. And I give you the answer and then you're not happy. Well, go away. The answer's simplistic. Dr. Phil. Leave that. That's no longer making you happy. Realistically, it's like, something simplistic to, these stupid battles you guys have with everything in your life. Just stop. Dr. Phil, tell him, just stop. Realistically, like, just walk away, bro. Just leave it alone. I don't want to tell you to get over it, but, fuck. Realistically, I mean, seriously. Bobby came and took his life out on me. You know what I mean? Russ takes his life out on me. You guys just take your life out on me like it's my fucking problem. Your life is your life, and you can't do nothing about it because you ain't got no life. Really? Realistically? It's kind of how it is. And that's Kanye. He wants to take his life out on people. You know what I mean? People want to take their life out on people. Really? Yeah. Maybe keep that in your pocket. Really? That's how I feel about it. I'm starting. You can always expect a huge change in my demeanor on a fucking Monday. I see things a lot different on a Monday. Why? Because it's called a fucking rebirth. You don't want to be part of my life. You only want me to make your life better. People do. Why? Because I have a happy life, you think I can make yours better. That's not how this works, dipshit. Really? I had to work hard at making my life fucking peaceful. And being around people like you isn't very peaceful. Your fucking life is full of unpeace, and I tell you that, you know what I mean? You're causing all this stress to your life. Why? Because you're trying to keep up, or you're creating all this nonsense in your fucking life. Your bills are your bills. You signed up for that shit. Realistically, yeah. You know what I mean? Your fucking job is your job. Quit the fucking job and get a new job. It's that fucking simple. I hate my fucking job. Then fucking quit it. I don't get along with my boyfriend. Then fucking quit it. Like, you're like, no, that's not the answer. Happiness isn't the answer. You're telling me this doesn't make you happy. I said, go do something that makes you happy. What the fuck you want me to tell you, losers? Really? Yeah. That's how I feel. Really? Yeah. And that's fucking Morgan. That bitch got all fucking mad at me because I didn't tell her how to live her fucking life. I didn't have the fucking answers of what she needs to do with her fucking life. I'm not God. Realistically, no. What is this? Check the lost and found. I will, because my kid lost his fucking water bottle. I told him he was gonna. No, I won't lose my water bottle. Fucking kid. Anyways. Why did he have to have the Nike water bottle that all the sports guys have? I'm like, fine, whatever. Where's it at now? Where's it at now? Really? Yeah. Anyways, he still got a water bottle. That proved my point. You didn't need another water bottle. All right, the Three of Wands is collaborations, I think, or something. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out. Oh, foundations. Well, that's what we're trying to do, is build new foundations. We'll read it in the quantum. This card is of growth, progress, and enthusiasm. Thanks to good planning and determination, you are starting to get results. Still, you are considering expanding your horizon with new adventures in business, creativity, study, travel, or moving to a new place. I am, and we're going to start painting. My daughter's an amazing artist when it comes to the, you know what I mean, creation on a paper. I've never really done so much such things. I mean, here and there, but we're gonna start there. Why? I don't know. I don't know. We're going to have artwork. I can create all great things. Something great will come out of it. Really, something that lives on past me. Grasp opportunities when they present themselves, and success will follow. You are capable of dealing with any problem that may arise. Who knows what comes out on the paper, bro? Really? I mean, seriously, they could be worth millions of dollars. Can I buy that? What? But don't be afraid to ask for advice or assistance. However, take care not to neglect your day-to-day details and your eagerness for something new. This is also a promising card for making a new start with an existing relationship or for founding a family. Oh God, here we go on a Monday. Okay. If I erase this guy and put another guy there, I can be hopeful. That's sad to say, but that's just how I have to do this in order to make myself hopeful. I'm not hopeful for you. Um, I'm like, hmm, who are we gonna put in that picture? Picture me rolling. All right, Pac. All right, I'm not gonna try. But anyways, I don't think this is a start to a new or to an existing relationship because the current existing relationships I have are absolutely unhealthy. They're with unhealthy individuals, and I gravitated towards them during a very unhealthy time in my life. And I am really trying to, avoid unhealthy people at this time. Really, yeah, I've already been through these levels. I'm not going to relive them with you. That's what the fucking documentary's for. You can go relive these times in my life that I already outgrew. I don't mean to be, so high and mighty, but I'm not going to sink to those levels anymore with you. I'm not going to baby step anybody. Why you and above anybody else? Why give you that much fucking care when I don't fucking care? There's no benefit to caring for you. What, carrying you back to God? I'm not carrying anybody back to God, bro. If that was the case, I would have tried to save my own family or something closer to me that had some kind of emotional, valuable meaning. What difference is it to me in my life to help Morgan become a better person and closer to God? Or Kanye West? Or motherfucking Bobby? Go fuck yourself, Russ. Fucking die, Marshall. I don't give a fuck, bro. Fuck y'all. Realistically, if I'm gonna carry you, why don't I carry a baby? I'd rather carry children through the fucking than you. You're overgrown children that are so fucking stubborn and pathetic. At least they're open to the experience and are willing to listen and learn. You guys, I can't. Wolfman, I don't believe that I can break through that very thick candy-coated shell outside of your brain called your ego. I'm not saying you don't have a heart, but I'm saying that I've seen this, dude. It's not about can I break through your heart, it's about can you open your heart. These are heartless human beings that use feeling for nothing more than manipulation of others. They have never shed a tear in their whole life for themselves. They've never told the truth, stood on it, or even backed themselves up, unless there was some profitable gain. I want to sell my story. That's it. You're a sellout. Ugh, Tree, you are the most pathetic in this conversation. I know you are the highlight of this whole conversation. Y'all make me sick. Realistically, I mean, people that don't see the real you find you so appealing and beautiful on the outside. I see you for the disgusting scars you are. You're pus buckets. If I push this button, you're going to ooze out with vomit and fucking pus from pain and suffering of the past. Realistically, go away. You're sick. Really? Yes. And it's like you think that there's some fucking, miracle drug, some microwave oven that we could put you in and you're just going to be a better fucking person. Bitch, you need to work at being better, and it's going to take you out, someone like you, hella long. It took me 24/7 for 3 years. I put in 24/7 for 3 years. There was no breaks. There was no taking a break on myself and my healing, my evolution. You think you can do this with 15 minutes of fucking meditation, some prayers, some fucking offerings? You think you're going to ever get to be near God with that kind of behavior? Living in two worlds like that? You're not even. You're trying to get the blessings of the Spirit, not live by the Spirit. Because spiritual people are held to a very high code of ethic. Really? Well, we just are. We're built differently. Humans are just all flesh, full of temptation and desire. No fucking morality whatsoever. Really? Yeah. I do not have existing relationships. I have existing teaching tools. Literally. They're not the sharpest tools in the kitchen either. All right, the Three of Wands reverse indicates delays, dissatisfaction, frustration, owning to a lack of proper planning. A venture that looked promising fails, causing you disappointment. You're beginning to doubt yourself and get depressed about your situation. Don't refuse help through misguided pride. Perhaps you and your romantic partner got together too quickly and you've discovered that you do not want the same things from life, or it could be a long distance relationship that is not working out. If we were to say something like this about me and Bobby, he doesn't want anything from life. He just wants his kids to be happy. He doesn't even know what that looks like. When I let him into the idea that they could live another life and still be happy, he couldn't even believe that. He doesn't even know what happiness is. As far as long-term goals and all that, no. I asked him if he would stay married to that woman for the rest of his life. He couldn't even answer that question. He has no views of the future. Why? Because he doesn't even stay in the present, and he's running from the past. Delusional. I have all respect for you, dude, as a delusional person that I was myself. But even I had goals and ambitions, and I was always chasing excitement. You know what I mean? If this was even, it doesn't apply to us realistically, no. And people see where my life is going and how I'm going to always go hard and go big, and they want to be part of some cool shit like that, but they have nothing to contribute to it, and it wasn't even their idea. They just want to ride my idea, and it's not my idea. It's a calling in my life that you're just, going to bear witness to. Realistically, I mean, ultimately, remember, you thought I was crazy. And now look at, as above, so below. You looked at me as a crazy person. And because you did that and you told everybody I was crazy and that was what you put out, that's what you get back. Now I see you as nothing but crazy and I tell everybody how crazy you are. The definition, though, is clear because I'm the motherfucking truth. And the truth is you are literally crazy. I acknowledged that there was something wrong with me in the beginning, and that's where I spent 24/7 trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with me. I found out there was a lot of things wrong with me. And I found compassion to what the fuck I was hiding and why I was living such a fucking lie and what I was, running from and all of this shit. And in doing that, I built a foundation, a future of healing for myself and for generations after. But you're not part of a healing journey. You're unhealed. You don't want to do the work it takes to face your unhealed ways. The world is unhealed because of the people that live in it. We suffer because of the suffering of others. The people that beat us were beat themselves. The people that judge us were judged themselves. The people that taught us to be criminals were criminals themselves. Everything that we are was a compilation of the generation before us that taught us what to be. You can continue to be that and teach your children to be a bunch of piles of shit too, or you can choose out of your own accordance to walk in a higher state of being. Yeah, everybody does this, but we're not everybody. We choose to go against the crowds to be a better person. And that doesn't come with a definition. I don't have to explain to you what being a better person in your day-to-day life looks like. It starts with making better fucking decisions. It's not eating better and dressing better. You want a better life, then be a better person. Really? Yeah. Moving on. And you failed. Anyways, perhaps you and your partner, yeah. And this could be a long distance relationship. That will never work for me. No, if you want to be in a relationship, I'm looking for absolute closeness. I'm looking for security. I'm looking for commitment. And friends, family, coworkers, anybody that wants to be close to me has to make a commitment to me and to my life, or to the, no, not to my lifestyle, but to have an alignment in my lifestyle. You know what I mean? That's it. I don't need no come and go friends. This isn't a fucking, you know what I mean? This isn't a restaurant where you can come and go as you please. This will never work for me. Really? If you can't be present, then you're presently not part of my life. You're going to work hard to be part of my life, and that's what it takes to have a relationship with someone like me. If not, go work less, go say less, go do less, go be less somewhere else. You want to be blessed, then you're going to have to be more. Really? Yes. And that's valuing what you have to offer. I'm too valuable. Everybody feels great around someone like me, and I treat you great and I make you feel great. I'm not going to be around people that don't show the same greatness to me and my family. Really? No. Why give you such authoritative? Why give you such preferential treatment? I prefer you above who? Why are you so deserving? And that has nothing to do with you. That's just who I am. I do such things. I treat people with such, you know what I mean, goodness. And I'm not going to be around people that don't have that goodness within them. I mean, that's just how it is. I'd rather do that for children. They need it, not a bunch of grown adults that never had somebody treat them well. Well, start treating yourself well. Realistically, yeah. Moving on. Foundations. We're building new foundations. Yes, yes. All right. Spiritual work in hand. 8 of Cups. There you go. There we go. There we go. They call it the 8 broken cups, I guess. You're breaking my freaking pockets is on that one. It's the Pathfinder. Deep down, you have changed and become dissatisfied with your life. Some soul searching has revealed you need to discover a deeper meaning to find yourself. Okay, let me stop here. On a Monday, you're always going to get from me, I can't say everyone else, because these are my cards. I am the goddess of the moon. I rule over particular cards in this deck. The 8 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the Hermit, the Moon, the High Priestess. Got it? When you pull those cards, you know that you're supposed to be going in, not out. Realistically, yup, it's a journey inwards. That's what you do on a Monday. If you're not getting these cards, then just know that what am I supposed to do on a Monday? You're supposed to reflect. Okay? Okay. Let's see. This means leaving behind material security and an old relationship, things you previously desired but which no longer bring you fulfillment. This is a journey into the unknown and will take great courage. You may even move to a new place or country. Like the Hermit, this card can also mean withdrawing from outer activity to seek greater self-awareness within. Reversed. You are refusing to walk away from a situation that makes you unhappy or a relationship that's not working. I just said this. It's annoying. Why do I even get online? In your heart, you know you need to act, but while a part of you wants to explore new horizons, another part of you is afraid to do so because of what you might lose or what other people might say. I'm seeing you, Russ. Are you trying to break free from the Russ and Jonica fucking, you know what I mean, thing? Are you going to celebrate her birthday again? Do you have a new song? It's another year gone on. You're going to take your relationship to the next level. Is there a next level for this relationship? Or are you just going to keep idling American idols? Are you ready to let go and go find a real one? Choices. No, I'm just gonna ride this for another year. As Bobby said, I like the suffering. That's nice. I want to see if it's costing you more each year. Can you add up her costs? Do you give her a special credit card so you can keep track of that bullshit? I guess you did. I think because you cut off the 3 for 1, I don't know, but she consumes just as much as those three when it comes to the dollar bills. Really? Oh man. You can see her appetite through her outfits. Miss April 7th. Russell, I was dumb to think that I could have. I'm not. You'll be that man one day. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Your feelings are probably already hurt by your own decisions. Anyways, I see you right here, and that's usually not the one I see. I never see you trying to walk away. You know, Russ, you should probably just walk away and go Pharaoh for a couple times. How Pharaoh? Like Will Pharaoh, dude. Just fucking drop it like it's hot. Get you a fucking STD or something. Build your confidence back up. Realistically, remember who you are. You need to get back into what you were. I don't know if that means you got to fuck a bunch of bad bitches or what that fucking does for you, but you need to put you back on. You need less of her and more of you. Realistically, I mean, you changed yourself to fit into this role of boyfriend girlfriend shit, but you're being the girlfriend, bro. Really? Mm, I miss the old Russ, and so does everyone else, and we can pinpoint this death. Really? Yes, go back. We know exactly when it happened, bro. Look at the pictures. Look at the fucking dates. Look at the music. The music. When the music died. Realistically, yeah. You can say it helped you to get away from your family, but did she replace that family? You know what I mean? You used her as a crutch to put between you and, to have someone outside of your family, but it didn't really. It's just part of the family. You fell for the same comfort. Really? Mm, I don't know, buddy. I see you in this. Have a good Monday. She's so mad. Fucking hate that bitch. Fucking hate me, bitch. Fucking come up with a new feeling towards me. Fucking cunt-ass. Confirmation. What is this? My feedback. You don't want to know my feedback. All right, let's feedback off of this. Anyways, you're refusing, blah, blah, blah. A part of you is afraid of doing so and what you might lose. Bro, she'll come back. You think somebody's going to swoop this bitch? Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. Nobody does her better. I see Kanye with a big fat fucking smile right now. Said nobody's going to fucking do Kim better than I did, that cunt. You're fucking. That's my boys. Oh, God. And then you got fucking herpes face over there. That was too funny. You hurt my face today. Not as bad as yours looks like it hurts, but that was funny. I was making fun of her for trying to make herself beautiful, and she came out with this big old fucking case of herpes on her face. I'm like, don't kiss the kids like that. It's like, oh, why would you even share a picture of that? Bringing that made me uncomfortable. You want to share your uncomfortabilities and say that it's fucking cold sores? Shut up, bro. I ain't never seen no shit like that. She's like, no, this had nothing to do with the laser fucking facial I did on Friday. It all has to do with the cold weather and me being stressed. This is what happens to your face when it gets cold and you get stressed. You call that a cold sore? Bro, you're a sore ass loser. I appreciated that moment this morning. You guys are hilarious, bro. I need to just stay away from people. Really? Fuck. It's hilarious. All right, it's time to face the truth. You are not happy or fulfilled, and you are suffering. Oh, go fuck yourself, Bobby. Go fuck yourself. You are so unhappy and unfulfilled, and you're just like, I'm gonna do this another year. Go stuff yourself, you cream pie. I'm not gonna make you happy. I can't even. Your life is making me unhappy. The very thought of it makes me unhappy. Really? You have created a very special place in hell for yourself. Nice and cozy, tucked away. How do you keep warm out there? That is so cold. Talking about the frozen pits of hell. How do you be outside in the cold like this? You've been doing this for like 2 years. How the fuck do you do this? Anywhere's better than home, I suppose. Fuck that, bro. I'll quit my job and curl up with my kids. That's how I feel. Obviously, that's not how you feel. That says a lot. Realistically, and you can't give babies. What's wrong with your dick? I don't think you paid for a vasectomy. Realistically, nope, I don't think so. Why? Because that's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. Is it really? Probably not. It's probably like 1,300. You can get it done with your sex change operation down in Trinidad. Never use a coupon on such things. Anyways, I'm just saying, you piss me off. This whole situation, this investment on nothing pissed me off. Realistically, I'm serious. And then you look at Wolfman. Do you want to start with this? Dude, this dude, I'm right back where I started with you, Wolfman. Are you fucking marriage material? Oh, confirmation. People are going to get angry about that. Realistically, why don't you understand that that's what a woman is looking for? And therefore, men should be looking in the same direction, not just something to poke, but something to fucking hold. Anyways, it's time to face the truth. Your life sucks. You need to devote some attention to your own needs, your own dreams, and your own happiness. Not in a frivolous, superficial manner, but on a deep spiritual level. I don't want to say this online, but I'm gonna have to repeat it to her when I see her. You need. He's fine living his life like the way he's living his life. You need to go start your own life too. Not accommodating to his lifestyle. And that's for everyone. Realistically, yeah. Moving on. Moving on. Last card, please. Ew, the Six of Cups. Ah, get out of my mind. And it says, get into my car. I will hit you with my car right now. Realistically, I don't know. It's the Six of Cups. It's nostalgia. It's the past. Because of pain and insecurity in the present, you are remembering the past as being happy and beautiful. Oh, that's where it is. It's like you don't have a future, so you're trying to grasp onto the past. Enjoy the memories, but recognize that what has gone cannot return. Instead of wallowing in nostalgia, use the knowledge that you have gained from the past to accomplish your ambitions in the present. You may need to capture the joy, spontaneity, and enthusiasm, Wolfman, I'm seeing you had in order to enjoy what you have now. I don't care where you were in your relationship status. You were in a long-term relationship when I first met you. From there to now, I don't know how many more girls you're going to have to sleep around with before you start to understand any of this. But I'm not the next girl for you to sleep around on. Realistically, I mean, I brought to you a golden egg, which is, okay, face it. Why are you sleeping with these bitches? Because they give you a sense of love that you're lacking. And it's extremely temporary, and you pay a lot for this moment, which is called an orgasm. I brought you this golden egg. I went through a hell to bring you this lesson that I just learned in my last relationship. Are you going to apply this lesson to yours, or are you going to try to unleash this hell on me? Acknowledge your shadow, bro, as I did mine. Why was I sleeping with him? Because it was all the love I could take, and it made me feel love. And I feel in love with him, giving him my body. Learn, you guys, learn from my painful lesson. Learn what it took me lifetime after lifetime after lifetime to learn. Just learn it, that you're giving your body for love, temporary love, in the form of an orgasm. Because as soon as that happens, it's over. That love is gone. And now you're two strangers again. And you separate and go different ways. Why does Bobby come here? Because he feels love through sex. Our sex makes him feel, and he gets love from it that he never gets anywhere else. And that's why he'll almost ruin everything just to feel that few moments of love when we're together. Why do I do what I do? Why do I put myself through all of this? Because for a few moments to feel in love, to feel loved, to be close to someone, to feel like I never have before. But it's only a few moments. Maybe an hour we get to talk. It's great. It's great to be there for those times, but they can never last. It's just temporary. And maybe in most cases for him, it ends in an orgasm. I'm not ashamed of that because that's a way of me expressing love and I'm good at it. But at the same time, it's like, what about all the rest of the love that comes with it? I don't mean to be mean. I'm being truthful and I don't want this to be the truth. I want to be wrong. But it's presented that all I can do is have and a great sex life with you. And that will make me filled with love. But that's not all I'm seeking. And that is something that I've been denied is love through sex. I've not had that. I have no memories of it. It was all trauma. I blacked it out. I want to create great memories of great sex and love. But I want that to lead to more than just, that experience. I want it to be more than just that. And that's what always gets me in trouble is because I want this to lead to the end. And I don't want just, you know what I mean? A fuck friend. I learned the lesson. And that's what was funny is because under the full moon of Aries, I said this. God's telling me that this behavior, if I continue with this, just this, it will lead to a happy ending. I had to understand that. I had to allow myself to give into the sexual desire to feel the love, to understand that because I did not understand that. Why? That's not why I was giving into sex in any time in my life. It wasn't an act of love in any time of my life except for this person. But in essence, it was when it came to my husbands. Why did you let them do that to you? Because I loved them. They told me that if I loved them, I would do these things for them. Same as any fucking pedophile that's secretly raping you. If you love me, you'll do this for me. So I did. And then when I was in love with Bobby, my training, my mentality is this is what you do when you love someone. So I did it. I was ashamed of it because I realized it was just patterned from bad behaviors. But at the same time, it really was true. I've never given myself to anyone, never wanted to give myself like this. And that was it because I never loved nobody. And that's what I realized that. So going back to Wolfman, it's like, all right, bro, I accused you of this. I said this is who you were, but I realized this is who we are. And I learned a really hard lesson, and I cannot live a healthy lifestyle with an unhealthy partner that hasn't learned this lesson yet. You're giving your body away in acts of love. And that's why all these women and all of that, you've done it, whatever. You can't go back on what you've done, but you can change it. Are you going to keep using yourself and spirituality to seduce dates along the way of your adventures? Just one night stands, just little fucking weekend stands with no intention of actually falling in love and being in a long term relationship. No intentions of anything real. Just a night of wands, just a fling. Am I supposed to be grateful for a fling after all the hard work I've done? And realistically, is that just the next level? I'm not ready for a real relationship. I have to have a couple flings before I'm ready for it. Is that like the linear way to human fucking evolution? And that's why I said I'd like to skip this. I told you that. That's all I needed before was just a little bit of closeness. But later I needed more. And now, as I said in that last card, I need a lot more love and affection and attention and compassion and closeness than most people because I'm not people. Going back to this. Did we read any of this? Pains and whatever of the past, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I got lost in that one. And my hands were in total fucking mantra the whole time. I was in total mantra like that. It's like, hold on, I'm in mantra with my eyes closed. Really? That's how you let your heart speak, dude. You close your eyes and just let the words come out. Don't look at the person. Don't get scared of the crowd. Just speak from your heart. Close your eyes. You may need to capture the joy and spontaneous enthusiasm you had. This card also indicates that you could be visiting old haunts or that an old friend or lover comes back into your life. The past cannot be recaptured, but a new and different relationship is possible. I don't know, bro. It's not that I couldn't have a relationship with Bobby, but he doesn't want to address any of these. He doesn't see anything of this as a problem. He doesn't want to address his pornography problem, his drinking problem, whatever drugs he's still toying with. He doesn't want to address any of this. I'm willing to do this with you, but you don't even want it. It's a fight. It's me trying to get you to tie your shoes every day. I don't need that. I have to fight myself all day. I fight my own battles. I don't want to fight you and your inability or not. You just don't even want to recognize this. It's unhealthy, bro. And it doesn't bother her. She's fine with your drinking. She's fine with whatever drugs you do or do not do. And she totally knows about all your pornography and maybe your cheating. I know about it and I'm okay. I still can love you past it just like her, but I am not her. I will not enable it. I'm not accepting to it. That's the only difference. I will not accept it. And saying that, I'm asking you to be a better fucking person than you are for her. And that's, fuck it. If you don't want to fucking, you don't have to change and you can get away with all your life and you can be the fucking person you are and that's good enough for you, your friends, your family, and they accept you at face value, fine. But face it, to me, that's not valuable. Why? It's the same shit with fucking, I don't know if Russ does drugs, but it's the same shit. Why? Why you? Why you above all other people? When there are people that I can give a full chance to that don't have a problem with any of these things. Your problems aren't bigger than you. You can handle your problems, but you're not going to put them on me and act like it's not a problem. All of these things don't create a good relationship. I can't see past these, even though she can, or they can. Realistically, all those things are something much bigger that you're hiding, which is what? Your fucking childhood? You want to talk about your mother and father? Didn't think so. You don't want to talk about your wife. You don't want to talk about any of this shit. Fine, just die in it. You refuse to let go of the past. You're trying to cling to old customs and habits, but they no longer have any meaning or benefit. It may be that a memory of your past glories and success is preventing you from achieving anything in the present for fear it won't match up. Or it could be that an unhappy or abusive childhood still disturbs you. I can date this all back to my childhood, bro. I didn't know, but it all goes back. The longer I look at something, it goes back to I'm dealing with an inner child. You may still be obsessed by your mother or father. Oh, lovely. Your past has shaped you, but it is gone, and it's up to you how you want to shape your life in the present and in the future. I saw that Royce had shared something very intriguing. It stuck with me. He spoke of it. It was David Banner. He shared it. David Banner was like, they thought the best thing to do was to put them in white neighborhoods, but now their children want to be white. They've lost their black. They've lost culturalization is what you did to them. You had this idea, and I'm sorry. I found this out like in real life, dude. I've had these arguments with the black folk versus the white folk, and they hate Eminem for something simplistic of the fact is like they truly did not believe the black communities truly did not believe that the white communities had it bad. They had this misperception that white communities were better off. They had a better way of living and everything was better. And so they aspired to put their black children and to have their black children live like the white people do in a better way. But we were never better. We were never better. And now your children have become white brats. They've long lost their culturalization, their homebred, you know what I mean? Their home breeding. And you're disgusted by it, and you have no one to blame but yourself. But at the same time, you can look back at your ancestors that worship such a lifestyle. At what age do you stop treating your black kids like black kids? And that goes back to the hair. That's all I can see is the hair. Why won't you let them have their black hair? The one thing that sets them beautifully apart, that I can tell you as a white girl, is just there's this weird thing inside of me that wants to touch your fucking hair. I know they make jokes about it, but it's so magical that it causes every ethnicity outside of you to have this beautiful curiosity to the very thing you wear upon your crown. The ability that your ancestors came up with of how to design your hair, I can't do it. It's culturally inappropriate, and even with, you know what I mean, the coarseness of my hair, it just cannot be done. The beauty in what black hair has, the black skin. It was never makeup was never designed for the black beauty. It wasn't. But there it is. You go and you try to turn your beautiful black hair into white girl's hair. You lighten your skin with, you know what I mean, with white products. Jonica, your very blown up boob picture are white boobs. But if you scroll 2, 3 pictures over, we can see your very beautiful dark skin that Russ loves. He didn't go for you because you're a white girl. He went for you because you're a black girl. And you're losing that beauty by trying to be something you truly aren't. Russ can have white girls. He's white. And by nature, they're just there. He wanted something different. But how are you different when you're dressing up like all the girls he sees in all his videos? How are you any different? You're just a copied version of them. Call it lighting, but it's not. You made yourself look white in the front, but when we catch a side view, you're very beautifully black. You have a black father or a black mother, very chocolate black mother, and a light-skinned black father. You're overdoing the white. And you only want to hold on to it for something like basketball or rap. You don't honor your black culture in no kind of way. They whitewashed you in Indiana, or you did that in California. We can look at the pictures and see. He shared that. And it's just like you thought that the grass was greener on the other side, and now you're both out here looking green with envy. It wasn't really David Banner that said it. He said he had a Muslim friend that told this story. Imagine that. You look at, Ali. Ali, you're so fucking far from your fucking traditions and religions and culture that you're going to have a Malibu baby that will know nothing about the lands you left from, will know nothing about the skin, where literally your own people can come and be in front of you. And then, you could, just like myself, it's like, you know what I mean? If I didn't know where I was from, then I'm set apart from them. It's racial discrimination towards your own race. You push your black children, you push them all. You look at the Asians, what they do to their children. They're pushing them to be the best of something that's never even existed, and nothing ever is good enough. And you wonder why they run away to far off lands. Mm-hmm. I made a joke this weekend with my daughter. I was bothering her. I was like, I'm smothering you. Mother with some smother. That's it. That mothering shit can be smothering. You're always trying to make them, you know what I mean? All Lewis had was his dad. His dad telling him what to do. And all he wanted to do was make his dad proud. But who was his dad to tell him like that? To just force him into being this person. And he didn't just do it to fucking Lewis. He did it to Nicholas too. I'm not saying they didn't have a childhood, but they made them what they are. And they get to run around saying, I made you this way. Yeah, you made me all kinds of fucked up. You didn't let me live. You didn't let me breathe. You didn't let me You didn't care for me. You didn't listen for me. You just wanted me to be good so that it looked good to you. You just made me this way. Really? Yeah, that's what this goes back to. It's a lot of conditioning. It's so apparent. The older you get, you really see that you have become your parent, or you know what I mean, the things you do. It was really creepy to me and my sisters, right? I have these two sisters that my mom abandoned. She had them as teenagers. She abandoned them with their father, and then she brought them back into our life later. And I can sit next to these so-called strangers. They're not so much anymore. But it's like, how can you not, like, lifetimes away, but everything you do is just like her. She was never in your home, but yet you move and talk and eat and laugh, and you look just like her, like you're just like your fucking mother. And even though you despise your mother and have nothing to do with her, you are everything like her. Conditioning, programming, the skin we wear. You make your food like your mother taught you how to make it. You fold your clothes like your mother taught you, or whoever taught you these things. You're not self taught. You're not self made. You're conditioned with a lot of conditioning. I understand the full extent of why I am the only one of my kind, but only through God could it be done, just like Jesus. He literally had to pull me away to do all this. And I do it every day. I stay away from people and I stay in the glory of God and in the healing chambers. I do all of this mental work. I do all of this emotional work. I do all of this, you know what I mean, internal work that works for me. But people that are trying to maintain outside lifestyles will never have the ability to recreate their insides. Therefore, your outside will always be a reflection of what you are. You'll never be anything different because the difference comes from inside, not outside. Wherever you go, that's who you are. Wherever Wolfman goes, that's who he is. He hasn't changed, his scenery changes, but he doesn't. And none of these experiences help him to change inside. The real change happens inside, not outside. But then the outside falls apart too. My tummy hurts real bad. I gotta go. All right, you're trying to cling to old shit. Anyways, let's see here. It may be the memories of your past. Oh, yeah, your mother and father. Your past has shaped you, but it is gone. And it's up to you if you want to shape your life in the present and in the future. If you just want to keep living for the old days, then that's not going to really get you that far. This is ugly. Can I get an outro card? Sorry, my body is burning. I'm fucking processing and I'm on a Shark Week, so in about 2 seconds, I'm either going to boil myself in the bath like a fucking lobster, or I'm just going to crawl in bed and cry. Just fucking pray to fucking Raphael to come heal me again. Think about it. I don't know. Maybe you think too much about it. It's all in your head. What's underneath it? The never-ending story called your fucking life. Regeneration, here and now. To be fair. Those don't look good. Really? Mm-mm. But that's a Monday. You got to face your thoughts and your emotions about your life. Do something about it come Tuesday. That's what it is. You'll think about it all day today. It'll let it tear you apart from the inside out. But come tomorrow, when the Mars energy comes, you need to take action on all these thoughts. It's preparation for the actual, the game changer. And realistically, the game's not going to change unless you change the game, dickheads. Really? It's not them, it's you. Really? Nothing's wrong with Bobby in his life. It's me that can't cooperate with such things. So then what? Just eliminate yourself from the equation. It sounds like you're asking them to go, but you're really just going. They're not going anywhere. You're the one stepping away. It's called detachment. Really? Unless you want to continue the never-ending story. If you don't change it, it doesn't change. It's the definition of fucking insanity, bro. Keep doing this, expecting different results. Keep on keeping on. Hey, and going back to it, Lewis, I did not see the Broncos going to the Super Bowl. I told you this a long time ago. I was very surprised. It was just an extra, you know, fire horse kind of situation. But every time you fucking put on our jersey, bro, you have a fucking losing energy about you. It's not you're a loser, it's that God has put this energy around you to teach you some very hard lessons. I don't want to lose being around a loser. Really? Yeah, keep your fucking energy out of the Mile High. You did that to us last time. Really? Yes, we were fucking fine. And then here you come with your shit. And that's where it is like, ugh, it doesn't matter how much we want to win. It takes one bad apple to ruin the fucking orchard. What do you have to gain if we win or lose? You're probably out there, I hope they win, I hope they win. And just because you want it, God says, never mind. Really? Yes. Haven't you learned that? He's taking away the things you want. Loser. Really? Mm. Keep it up, bro. It's gonna get more intense. I don't know. That fucking loser thinks he's gonna win this year. I'm gonna win. That's the mentality that got you here. It's not gonna get you any further. It's keeping you down. Really? Yeah. That's what that means. I'll catch up with you guys. We'll finish those and maybe something else later, or maybe not. But I do know tonight I'm going to do a curse breaking class so that you guys can break some curses and spells and hexes. And it's basically banishment. I never really say those. I'm going to teach you how to do a banishment and cleanse. Really? Yeah. We'll do that later after breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Oh my God, Becky. Yeah, I got to rest because I got to pick up my daughter and possibly my son. Just when they regularly get off, but I usually don't want to do that. I don't be feeling it, so I have to rest now and then do shit later. Yeah, yeah, that's where we're at. Take the dive or just keep on swimming. I'm not going to tell you you're unhappy, and I'm not going to tell you what's making you unhappy. I'm tired of this. You're going to tell me right away. I didn't know this. You told me what's making you unhappy, and I told you to fucking get rid of it, and you don't like that answer. Well, go away and go tell someone else how to fix your unhappiness. I don't have the answer you're looking for. I have the truth, but not the answer you're looking for. And that's not what you want. You want someone to help you work this out. There's no working it out. Walk it out. Walk out of it. Realistically, I mean, fine. Spend 15 to 30 fucking years in therapy to work out your marriage. Do whatever you need to do to make this work. Because that's all you want to do is work. You want to put in the work to make it work. You don't want to put in the work to be happy. Working at this isn't going to make you happy, is it? I do all this work with Bobby. Am I going to get this? Am I going to get what I want? No, I'm just going to turn him into a better person. All of this work for what? Confirmation. Hey, I got to go. I love you guys. Sorry, I'm just... Ugh. Call it Shark Week, if you will. It's just typically a Monday thing. And I just, the mundane thing. Really? The mundane thing to do. Hey, I wish you guys great success in all areas of your life and that you have the strength and the ability to recognize what is not making you happy and let go of it. Wolfman, I mean no offense to you. You're no different than the rest of us. You're learning a lesson that most people will never learn in many lifetimes. I bring you the golden egg. What do you do with it? If you want to throw it out and say it has nothing to do with you, fine. Fine. Then go go find another Easter egg for fucking Passover. Great jokes. Hey, I love you guys. Good luck. Laters. Bye.